Hello and welcome back to Storming Hockey. Today I will be talking about some more of the Hometown Remix elements that have been leaked or reported to be in it. I'll be going over stuff from about 8 to 9 different teams. So anyways, I don't want to waste time. Let's get started with an alphabetical order of these 8 to 9 teams with the Boston Bruins. So, of course, most of the colors have been leaked. Some of them changed around, but Boston's supposed to be a brown jersey. They wore brown actually when they originally came into the league in 1924. However, brown is supposed to return. Brown is a nice color of the jersey, but the design is one I'm definitely not keen with. They were supposed to do a collegiate design with the word mark and then a number under it, which I think is a very not good design. A lot of teams have failed in that aspect in the NHL when trying to do that, such as the Dallas Stars, Atlanta Thrashers, New York Islanders are good examples of that. But I think the brown base color is good. I just hope Boston doesn't do that collegiate style because that's just not my thing. I already reported on Buffalo and what their hometown remix could look like, but there was a new report with it's just a small cosmetic thing where they will have some metallic element of some sort. I'm not sure if it'll be silver or maybe the gold or maybe even royal blue metallic effect, but I mean the jersey is supposed to be navy or royal blue, so we'll have to see. It's supposed to be similar to Reverse Retro 2.0. I reported that a couple weeks ago in a previous video. If you haven't seen my hometown remix videos on the Florida Panthers and New York Islanders full jersey leaks and other videos did on details of the Hurricanes and Sabres jerseys, go watch those. Okay, next is Edmonton. So the Oilers are set to wear black for the first time for the hometown remix. And while there isn't ideas on what the crest is going to be, of course, Tom Gazzola is a big reporter of news for Oilers jerseys, and it's apparently supposed to bode some elements to their 2019-2024, I guess, kind of city-inspired third jersey. Where, it was neon. It was navy blue, but had the orange logo, kind of making it look neon. I thought it was pretty good. It's a nice jersey. But I'm interested to see what Edmonton does, because this will be their first time wearing black for Hometown Remix. For another team that will be wearing black for the first time in their Hometown Remix, the Minnesota Wild. Apparently it's supposed to look very good, as in the Wild's primary logo. It's a sunset with a red sky and yellow sun, but this time it's going to turn into a nighttime scene with a moon, and the Wild's logo in black with green, so kind of like a foresty nighttime scene, which I think is really nice. And see that. I'm surprised it didn't put any of the Northern Lights. Spoiler alert, another team's already doing that in the Winnipeg Jets. I already talked about Winnipeg too, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out. But I'm definitely excited to see what Minnesota does for their first black jersey in their arsenal. They were actually set to get a black third jersey in 2019-2020, with as some of the prototypes have came out since then. But they were set to do it, but it failed because of a bad TV camera test. Okay, next up is Montreal. So they are apparently set to have a look that is unlike anything they've ever worn in their history, which would be very interesting because, the base color is supposed to be white, which does contradict earlier reports that was supposed to be blue. And apparently there isn't supposed to be even any shade of blue. It's supposed to be white, red, and silver with little navy blue or just a little blue or whatever. So I'm interested to see what Montreal does. The silver effect kind of reminds me of the NHL 100 Classic when they played Ottawa back in 2017. Nashville. It's supposed to be a Western wear inspired on navy blue, their first navy blue jersey. Fans have been asking for navy blue. The Predators have had way too much yellow in their arsenal. I think going back to their original design they wore from 1998 to 2007 would be very beneficial for the Predators brand. But I am interested to see what they do for navy. I don't know how that will be echoed on the shorts and the helmet and the gloves and even the jersey. But I'm very interested to see what Nashville does because it could be definitely a unique jersey in NHL history. Okay, Philly. So during the NHL draft last week, in the Flyers draft room, there was a new rug on the bottom with a Liberty Bell, and this did lead to some speculation that this could be the crest for the Hometown Remix, which I would be completely on board. The Flyers have never had a crest or a jersey without their iconic P logo. The only time they've ever made adjustments to it was for a third jersey back in the 2000s. An orange third jersey when made the logo metallic, similar to what the NHL did for the 2014 Stadium Series jerseys. And also, I think they added a bit of gold to it for 50th anniversary jersey back in 2016. But it's supposed to be black, which is good because Philly has had good black jerseys. Their Stadium Series jerseys from 2017 that they brought on as an alternate until 2025. And then in one of their previous dark jersey designs from 2001 to 2007, basically almost a black version of their dark jersey. I'd love to see that come back as a third jersey, especially considering this is Philly's 60th season, along with Pittsburgh, St. Louis, and LA, all celebrating their 60th anniversary. So, very interested to see what Philly does. Anyways, St. Louis is next. The Blues are also set to wear black, first time they've worn it. I haven't heard any elements of any gold being in there, but it's supposed to be a lot of silver and blue, which Icethetics said when he was also reporting it reminds of the Tampa Lightning. I can see it also reminds me of the Carolina Panthers of the NFL, which are my NFL team, because I cheer for the Hurricanes as well. But the Panthers are also my NFL team. Could even say Charlotte FC of the MLS, who plays in the same Carolina Panthers stadium. But I'm very interested in what St. Louis does, and the crest is supposed to be a resurrection of the Arch logo from their navy blue third jersey they wore from 2008 to 2016, albeit it'll probably be a bit more modernized with probably their primary logo that they use now, not the one be updated. Maybe some of the elements will be touched up. I figured that'd be because I figured if they use the design they actually had on that, I feel that'd be a little bit. I'd be fine with it. It'd just be a bit odd because the Blues kind of moved away from that branding last season. And then, anyways, final one up is Seattle. So, in Icethetics report for Seattle Kraken season ticket members, there was a different color combination on it with navy blue and ivory or vintage white in like the Kraken logo, just plainly. Maybe it could mean something for the hometown remix. I'm not sure. I'd be fine with it. It'd be different. I like Seattle's third jersey they also introduced this previous season with the glow and dark elements. I know some people, the black for black's sake comments, but I think it was actually kind of nice. It might be better, actually, than the Reverse Retro 2.0 Vegas did with glow and dark effects, because that was just a word mark jersey. I would have loved to see Vegas do that, maybe for a new alternate jersey in, like, black, but, like, that same design, but, like, instead of the Vegas stair-step word mark, you put their primary logo, or maybe the cross swords primary logo, but in, like, the glow-in-the-dark effect. And Seattle did that very well with the glow-in-the-dark crest. I think they did very well. But anyways, I just wanted to go over a few of those details there, and I will see you all in the next one.